still do that now. I have this app called 10%. Very good. It has different sections of meditations of like, and let's say if you want to learn how to control your emotions, there's technically a section of that, and like 7-8 meditation videos and meditation gurus that help you meditate in emotions. And if you want to do for performance of like academic or like performance and athletically, they have that too. They have everything that you want: stress, compassion, relationships. They have meditations for that. So 10% is a great app to download. I mean, you do have to pay for their great resources, but it's a yearly thing. So I feel like if you care about your mental health and you don't know how to meditate by yourself, or know anything about meditation, 10% is a really good app to use. And that's what I use now. But
yeah, I just to chime in with that, I actually started to extend my meditation periods using Calm. It's another meditation app, but it's also one of those, like, they have different sections and guided meditations that you can do for different things, but it also does cost. The only thing on the app that doesn't cost, which is what I use, is the non-guided time meditation. So like, let's say you want to meditate for 5 minutes and it'll just play a sound in the background, but it won't guide you through anything. You have to pay to get those guided meditations.
And I feel like that if you want to take care of yourself, everything that's worth it, especially in this world, I know it sucks, you have to pay for it. You have to spend a little money to get better, and it does, I guess, does suck for it. But once again, what I've learned about anybody in the world that's successful and healthy and well and happy, that they spent money on themselves. And doing these apps, you technically are investing in yourself. You're not investing in them, you're investing in yourself, helping yourself out, using these tools to help you be better into the future. I mean, I say it's worth it.
Oh yeah, I will agree. I will admit that I am a bit of a cheapskate, but I am definitely coming to appreciate and see value in what investing in myself looks like. So I will 100% agree with you. Yeah, you're gonna have to pay for some things, but it's worth it, right? Because it builds you up, and whether or not you're investing in purchasing a book or purchasing an app, or like for one of the things for my brand, I was like, I need to get some professional photos, so I'm going to pay a photographer.
You have to do that.
Yeah.
Especially when you take care of yourself, eating food. You have to pay good money, and unless you're gonna do it yourself, you can pay a chef or someone to prep meals for you that are healthy enough for you. If you want to do it yourself, you gotta go out there and pay good money to get good, healthy, organic food. You know, like, you still have to spend money to do stuff. You know, just like you spend money to buy food to feed yourself, you still gotta pay. You still gotta pay money for someone to teach you, or someone to do, or resource to feed your emotions, or feed your spirit, or feed your mind, or help you grow that as well. I mean, your body as well. You know, I spent a ton of money. I spent most of my money on my body. Especially, I guess, and because you can spend your money in a good way and a bad way as well. And I think I spend most of my money on my body the bad way. And I've dealt with a lot of injuries, especially recently now, that I've avoided injuries to the point of trying to cheat myself out instead of actually buying the right stuff to take care of my body, like instead of spending money on all this supplements and stuff to help my body relax and do other stuff, deal with injuries. Instead of doing that, spend money on a chiropractor or a masseuse, or this therapy stuff, you know, stuff that someone else can help me refix my body, instead of me trying to stuff in my body. So mentally, or such, like, you know, just to shove stuff in my body so it can fix itself without someone else.
Yeah, and actually, I find it interesting that you brought up the, you know, massage therapy and going to a chiropractor. Recently my jaw locked up, and I realized that I had TMJ. I can't remember what TMJ stands for, But basically, it's when you have stress and you're clenching your jaws and you're holding that muscle really tight right here. And so I went to a massage therapist, and they really worked out the muscle, the knots in the muscles. And then I've also been going to a chiropractor, and she's also been working to realign my jaw, because it's also slightly out of alignment. But then even in the process of me going to the massage therapist, like I went for an hour session, and what ended up happening was that she spent probably 30 to 45 minutes trying to get all the knots out of my arms and just my chest. So we didn't even really get to the rest of my body. She kind of worked my hips a little bit, but like I had so much tension and stress up here that I didn't even know I had. And she was just like relieving all that stress and tension from my body. So yeah, getting those like deep, like getting to the root of the issue, whether it's with muscles or bone misalignment, that's really what will help heal you, versus, like you were saying, like getting the supplements and the things that just build on top of what the real issue is.
And a lot of things, especially young adults, especially you think you're superhuman, you think you're unstoppable. And myself, I thought that. So I got in multiple car accidents. I got the car accident, so no injuries, no nothing, keep going. And dealing with athletics, I'm a professional wrestler, and I still push my body to the extreme limit, stressful. And luckily, this whole coronavirus happened that it pauses everything. That for some odd reason, 2 weeks last week, that my whole neck from my right side to my triceps and my top shoulder blade all stiffened up, and it was sharp pains. And I'm like, what happened? But I have been having these irritations for like 3 months, and I was wondering like, oh, maybe it's just a muscle tightness. So I massaged it. I did all that stuff thinking like, oh, it's nothing, blah blah blah. Once again, taking supplements, relaxing, doing this, doing that, doing random massage therapy here. But not until I went to a chiropractor, I was like, man, what's happened? And they realized that it was from 2 of my vertebrae really out of their spots. That's causing all this nerve issues and muscle spasms and pain and sharpness. And they asked me, I was like, yeah, I've been in multiple accidents. And they asked me what I do as a professional wrestler. I take a lot of bumps, a lot of pain in my back and my back. And they're like, well, that's your issue. You're like, years and years of stressful, and like that, your body finally, because my spine was been messed up from the accidents. Then my muscle was holding it. It looked like it was fine because my muscle was working. Then throughout the time of wrestling, that my muscles finally was like, yeah, I'm tired. Good luck. And that's when pain and sharpness, and I had a spasm. But I had to decide and be like, I got to go to chiropractic. I had to do what I needed to do correctly instead of trying to cheat my way out of things, do it the correct way. And yes, I had to spend some money, but you have to do what you have to do to better yourself physically. So I had to do it. So.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, thank you so much for participating in Tea Time with Letitia.
Anytime.
Tea Time with Letitia is a segment of Gratified Grad where we discuss topics affecting graduate students. For more information on how you can graduate with gratification, click the link which can be found in the description box. Thanks for listening.